that string, and that string from that point when she crushes is almost every single time rough as hell.
Ain't it the truth? Macabre Monster and E.G. Balrog.
Macabre sticking with classic Sadira, Tank Girl.
What do you think of that classic costume? You like that?
It's good.
Or retro, I'm sorry.
I think the vampire kind of ult that she has is really good.
Oh yeah.
One of the things I started learning to play against PR Balrog, especially, is to understand that he's not going to go for the lower the overhead, like a lot. So you poke her. You just throw out a normal, and sometimes throwing out that normal is better than getting stuck in a frame trap and just try to get her away from it. But they'll start catching on to you if you do that a little bit too much. So far, Macabre Monster is doing really good. I'm like just looking right at the name.
Good manual. Into a launcher. Good grab. Oh,
Gotcha,
really?
Gotcha.
Wow. So we got EG versus Iron Gaxley right now.
We got the future of Killer Instinct right now on stage, literally.
It's a very exciting time for Killer Instinct, especially with IG taking over.
Exactly.
Ooh, what a counter breaker!
Lands the counter breaker. Macabre Monster ended it so early he didn't even get a chance to go into like 60%.
I know.
Still wins though. Still wins. I personally know that PR Balrog hates this fight. Hates it because Orchid has a hard time chasing her down. You pretty much can't let her get up. Just keep blocking. Wow. Got the grab in there.
In my opinion, I find this to be probably one of the more exciting matches because of, both competitors, both players who choose these characters have.
Exactly.
There's so much flying around and everything, not to mention that if Orchid gets you on the ground, she's going to make sure you stay there.
Exactly. I think right now PR is taking a couple of choices as far as his combo breakers, and they are really not working out. Because Macabre could take this. Like,
indeed.
Right now, this could be his.
The question is, though, does Macabre understand Sadira's the jump cancelable combos that she has?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The execution on those is a little tight, so I'm not going to say everyone has those, man.
Yeah.
Going the half circle up and hitting the perfect frame timing is really tough.
I can imagine.
Oh, and of course,
doesn't get it in time.
You know what, I felt something fishy. PR Balrog scratches his head a little bit, shares a smile, and we're going into the second round.
I was thinking very hard about this.
Sadira's sucking the hell out of that lollipop. It's not a cigarette, is it? No, it's a lollipop.
Is it a lollipop?
It's a lollipop. That'd be really weird if it was a cigarette, right? If she's just huffing and puffing.
It'd be lit. It'd be lit, too.
Lands a super early counter breaker. PR intent right now, going for max
Going
damage.
for the Buster Ender. Tries to go for the overhead.
Short confirmed combo, 8% from Macabre.
Good air grab. What's the setup here? Ooh, whiffs a grab.
That crouching MK is so good. It's got such good active frames.
Now,
wow, PR Balrog coming back now.
Something I never usually see Balrog do is typically he doesn't exactly go for the slide or the Fire Cat often, except in cases where, such as Glacius, were to open up a hail or something like
They're
that.
They're unnecessary moves. Like if you play the safe way that PR plays, you just don't do them.
Okay.
You just use them just as linkers.
Okay.
And the only time you'll
ooh, what a
PR,
bait!
Taking it right through the shadow counter. Macabre Monster's not going to win the first round or take the first round from PR Balrog, but he's going to get really close.
29 hit combo.
That's exactly why. Like the light slide is unsafe. It's DP punishable.
Yeah.
And the Shadow Cat is DP punishable as well. So he doesn't take any of those risks. He just doesn't do any of them.
Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I was thinking using maybe the light slide as kind of like a fake out tool in a sense.
You could, yeah. And he just refuses to use it. Like I think he doesn't hit extra buttons because in this game you get full screen footsies.
That's true. Yeah.
And he just refuses to take those. Like he just waits for you to jump or lands his Shadow Counter gets stuffed to hell.
Wow!
Lands the counter breaker in the end. Gonna get ultra. Going into the third round.
Nicely done.
No unnecessary risks. Like that's the thing with PR is that he plays the game like Street Fighter. And I made a video about this. A lot of the people that are really good at this game now play it like it's Street Fighter, and they do extremely well. Like the super offensive attitude that a lot of players have is kind of beat out by spacing and extreme footsie characters.
Yeah.
And so even characters that kind of act like the Sea Viper of this game, which is what Sadira pretty much is, making a guess on a jump in, don't do as well. Gotcha. Balrog getting the first really big confirmed damage.
And that
Wow.
that Buster Ender, I'll tell you what.
I think he learned a few things in that first round, on that first game.
Wow, he was able to get away from the web.
The web, yeah, the web changed. Like there was a,
Oh, yeah,
there was something that changed about it.
After that update.
Yep.
You can get rid of it now with normals or any special move, depending on where your
Exactly.
where your hitbox is.
Before, if you fell on it, landed into it, attacked into it at some point, like if Jago did Shadow Wind Kick, for example.
Yeah.
During release, you get caught. You'd actually get stuck in it. And now, if there's anything offensive that runs into the web, it knocks the web out.
Oh, okay.
So it isn't just like a free-for-all tool.
Dang.
Wow, Balrog took that right in front of us. That happened really quick.
Indeed, he did.
Maybe he needed to warm up a little bit after the first game. They're doing extremely good now. As we were mentioning, Orchid's definitely one of the more, I'd say, not as much difficult to use, but essentially more challenging characters in the game because she does require good patience and zoning.
Indeed. Man.
Look at this replay action. Look at the technology in front of us. Check out all the damage, man. Orchid cashes out so much damage so fast.
I think doesn't she have the most like cash out damage out of any other character in the game?
She has to. Yeah, I would say so because you get like one shadow move with her, it's like 55%.
Oh yeah.
So what she does is not just like burst damage, she gets meter pretty quick because she has a lot of multi-hitting normals. And if you don't shadow counter that stuff, you're just giving her half a bar every time she touches you.
And not to mention an instinct where she can just continually press on more combo or block strings, and you can just.
It's like a similar to Sadira type of instinct where you can like make your pressure safe and just keep on going in.
Yeah.
So she really does a lot against. She can be really hard to deal with sometimes.
So up next we have Balrog up again, but he'll be facing GGA Dizzy.
Curious who Dizzy plays.
I believe he plays Saberwolf.
Ah, this would be good. I think PR Balrog will do pretty good. I mean, Saberwolf's one of the most footsie intense characters in the game, next to like Thunder and Jago. It's funny. I think Saberwolf, Thunder, Jago, and Orchid just dominant footsies. Well, you got Glacius and Sadira, not as much footsies really.
Yeah.
They kind of just do their thing from distance and get in and make you really confused. And then of course you got Fulgor, which is like a hybrid footsie mix-up character.
I'm interested to see in terms of how what Dizzy does in this game. Well, specifically now because it's been a while since I've seen him on stream, let alone in a major. I think the last one I believe I've seen him in was in Kumite.
Gotcha.
And he did fairly well in that one. So it should be interesting to see how much he's improved since then. Earlier when there were casuals going on, oh my God, it's Andre.
Yeah.
He's shown a lot of improvement since with his Orchid. I mean,
he really was playing the game a lot, even pre-release. He was like super into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of character variety tonight, especially because the last few tournaments for Killer Instinct haven't been the exact same results. You know, we get these like individual character specialists. Like we got dudes that are extremely good with Thunder, like in Southern California. We got NorCal guys that are really good with with Orchid. We got dudes on the East Coast that are amazing with Sadira. And of course, like Jago players uniting everywhere, right? There's just a lot of them right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. What I really would love to see is a couple of Spinals, but Spinal and Fulgor players that are pretty decent are kind of hard to find right now.
I mean,
so we'll see.
You're a Fulgor player.
I'm a Fulgor player. I'm not going to say I'm great. I'm not going to say I'm great. He is fun as hell to play, and I kind of refuse to main anyone else. Dizzy getting the first big combo.
Dizzy really going in on Orchid right now.
Crouching LP with Saberwolf into command grab option select. Regular grab option select. It's really good.
Ooh, what a backdash on that. GG Dizzy showing very good poise in this first match. Ooh, tried to dash through, was able to get stuffed by.
Check out the damage on this little combo. Oh, he kept going. He just kept going.
Wow, that traded. The Firecat traded with the Eclipse. Interesting.
They both have it like a slight bit of startup, so I guess it makes sense.
Okay.
Eclipse has invincibility, but it's not like ridiculously good invincibility.
I'll tell you what, Dizzy's going for a lot of these short combos. He easily just, with a simple light manual or something like that, and goes right to a Shadow Eclipse, getting about 30% damage on almost every combo.
Some of the best damage you can get. Even Orchid's got a great one if you go into Shadow Uppercut. Just a really short combo, and you get the grab after. Balrog's bringing this back. Pop an Instinct between his final life bar, and he lost it.
Grab.
So there goes about half his Instinct, but he's going to be okay. Balrog still has yet to use his.
I think he'll probably wait after his first combo to do it, maybe.
Oh,
Good
we are
block.
not pressing any buttons. Oh, the
there it is.
lockout, and this is going to be ridiculous. I thought it was a reset for a sec.
He got into that relatively early. I'm surprised by that.
Lands the grab. Multiple
Sweet.
side mix-up. That lowers her hitbox quite a bit. That's her crouching heavy kick.
Ooh, what a stop.
That's going to be it. You think she's dead?
No. Oh, magic. Oh.
Wow.
I lied.
As we were just seeing, or as we were just talking about, going into short damaging combos with Saberwolf, or short combos, and then ending with Shadow Eclipse with the meter. One of his main game tools. That's like that you do with the character.
Dizzy's not letting up.
PR blocking everything. Misses his manual.
Ooh, try to backdash out of that.
Oh, there's the counter breaker. Dizzy really wants to win, so he's
For a
like, I'm
wall
not gonna let any of this happen. Doesn't go for the throw bait.
There it is. He goes for a light linker after his opener.
You go for nothing visual, like nothing that somebody can react to or see. I usually go for the light hamstring, which is the little slide under, which has about 3 frames maybe you can break. So it's a little tough.
There's another one.
He went for the medium linker that time.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh, raw buster.
Oh, he actually used a little bit extra meter, but it's okay. We're taking the round. We're taking the round. PR Balrog now down a little bit.
Okay, what's the setup? Tries to go for the overhead into a block string.
I like that Dizzy did not backdash that time. He's been backdashing a lot on Wake Up, and he's leaving things a little bit confused for PR Balrog. Gotta make some very sensitive decisions.
I was about to say, Balrog has not really gone for a shadow counter on those ragged edges on those blocks.
Yep. He just tried and missed it. The timing is still sensitive. Breaks the medium.
Dizzy is playing incredible right now. Good low.
Hits the low.
Wow,
Okay,
what a manual
crouching
string.
light kick into light linker, crouching light kick, light linker. I like it.
Ooh, good backdash to get out of the overpower.
Yeah, backdash is really effective for Orchid. I think Orchid and Saberwolf have a couple of the better backdashes in the whole game. Overpowered is a frame trap. You got to be really careful. Balrog did not break that on reaction.
Uh-oh.
That's going to hit.
Ooh,
So much damage because he's in instinct. He gets extra damage, 20% in, and Balrog in the next hit is going to die. But if this mix-up works,
you caught him with the overhead.
just don't counter break. Just don't.
He's got.
That's it. That's game, and Dizzy takes it 2-0 against PR Balrog. A couple of extremely well-placed Shadow Eclipses, and he takes it. Good stuff. The thing is, the Shadow Eclipse looks like the greatest move ever, like in Killer Instinct. It is when it hits.
I mean, that hitbox though.
Exactly,
right?
that's
that
the thing.
hitbox.
It's the equivalent of pretty much a Shadow Tiger Fury, except the fact that when you have a Tiger Fury from Jago, it goes up and in front of him, but Saberwolf's goes in front and behind him and around. The worst part about it is that if it doesn't land, you are so at a disadvantage. It's more than almost anything in the game.
Speaking of hitboxes, we'll have Hitbox Godspeed playing up with GGA Dizzy.
Yeah, Godspeed's a SoCal regular. Goes to the run back all the time when we want to play games. He's pretty much the main Glacius player in Southern California right now.
A very good one at that.
Yeah, there's not many Glaciuses outside of like Filthy Rich, and I haven't seen him play for a while.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. He's switching over to. Is he using the hitbox? I hope he is. I definitely hope he is. Either way, you guys are watching Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament 10. I'm Max, and I'm joined by Finchamatic, and we are in for a full day of pre-pools KI. I hope you guys are enjoying it right now. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with this game.
There's a lot of stuff going on with this crowd. I mean, we have
got a packed tournament too.
Yeah, a very good turnout for this tournament today.
The nice thing about KI is that I knew this when I was getting into it and I first played it. I'm like, man, this is going to be the hardest sell for anyone to get into the community on this game because it's so expensive, you know?
Yeah.
Just the barrier of entry is just ridiculous on Killer Instinct.
I'll tell you what, I'm on the same thing with you.
Yeah.
It's like, we understand it's a $500 buy-in, at least at the time during November when I got it.
Yeah.
Not to mention the stick. You know, I was going to make sure I was going to be very serious with this.
With the stick, you're talking like you're getting now close to $1,000. Like
pretty close.
You might as well just buy an arcade machine at that point, dude. So yeah, it's tough, man. But now that eventually people are playing it, they're understanding, they're telling their friends about it. They're like, yeah, dude, it's a really good game. You should give it a shot. So
it's certainly been exciting to see the meta evolve ever since we've started.
Oh yeah.
Ever since NEC when there was the first tournament.
Yeah, it's how the powerful strategies are really starting to prevail now.
Yeah.
Like how footsies are dominating the heck out of this game. It's really interesting to see where it's come.
Indeed.
Dizzy staying on stage, going to be playing against Godspeed.
I think we are in.
The game, yeah, the character select menu has button checks. That's why Killer Instinct moves so fast, because you can button check from character select, and then just get right into the match, and then it's just over within 2 rounds. Misses the grab.
Was he trying to go for a reset with that grab?
Maybe. Oh, I'm
That's another
surprised he
grab.
couldn't snag him up there. Well, Dizzy's in the exact spot he needs to be when Glacius has armor on.
Right. Now what I've noticed is couldn't you go with a block string of just cold shoulders, and you could essentially go into a block string of cold shoulders while you have instinct.
Yeah.
And you can continuously keep on doing that over and over again up until the point where you can just like maybe hit a low and then get them into a combo.
That's exactly it. Like, the heavy cold shoulder is a bit negative, like maybe -2 or 3 on block, meaning that you're at a slight disadvantage if they block it. So if you keep doing that, eventually Saberwolf can get a Shadow Eclipse through that whole thing.
Okay.
Shadow Eclipse isn't 0 frames, like it comes out in I think 1 or 2. There's actually one of the bigger misconceptions about Shadow Eclipse is that it's a 0 frame move. You can safe jump it. Like, you can safe jump it. All the Shadow moves in this game have 0 frame startup. Which means that they start up, but they're not active until a certain amount of frames. So he could do something like that and actually hit Glacius, but I think Godspeed would be totally ready for it. What you want to do with Glacius, from playing Glacius myself when you have that instinct, is get a Shatter. You know, get a Shatter going, the unblockable attack, and then make your way through. But Godspeed down by an entire health bar right now.
Magic Pixel.
Saberwolf can put some bad breath on him and he'd die, and there it is.
I'll tell you what, Dizzy right now. I'm very surprised to see how much he's improved ever since I've seen him at Kumite.
Yeah.
Well, at least watching.
Saberwolf, a very prominent tournament character specifically.
Yes,
like if you understand spacing, you have to make guesses against this guy, and that can be very difficult in a game where you lose 50% fast.
Okay, now this is something that Hitbox can work with. I'm sorry, Godspeed.
Godspeed is using the character you want to be fighting Saberwolf with. This matchup is commonly known as a 6-4 in terms of Glacius' favor.
Yeah.
Mostly because you have to, if you play it right, it's hard. It's really hard to get in. You can't play scared though.
No.
You kind of have to know exactly what he's going to do.
Okay, now Glacius has him in the corner. What can he do here? Good hail setup. That might
make him safe. No,
Ooh.
Right over his head. Dizzy very smart about his instinct activations.
Oh, wow.
Godspeed got locked out on the heavy linker. Loses the first round. Here we go. Godspeed just needs another touch to bring this into the final round.
Oh,
he
jump.
perfectly jumps over it.
Oh, wow, that stuff's a cold shoulder. Go to a wall bounce. Good grab tech. Oh, chases him down.
Gets a little bit of meter at the end.
All right, he has a full instinct bar, which I'm kind of surprised he hasn't popped it.
There it is. We just had to say something.
Yeah, right?
Goes for the Shadow Shatter, which gets a
Setup.
little bit of extra damage.
Oh, catches him with this.
I swear. Jab, anything jab into Light Shatter, unblockable. Like, you can't react to it. You just got to accept that you're taking damage.
Yeah, that crouching light punch is +1 on block.
It's very good. Yeah, it's like I swear to
that's
God.
his only positive move.
I think Saberwolf. It might actually be. I think Saberwolf.
Oh.
This is it.
Oh,
breaks
boy.
through all the ice.
Goes into Eclipse.
He can do this. He can.
Oh,
do
what
this.
a meaty!
One lockout, and actually Godspeed could die.
Yep, right there.
Until he gets stabbed in the face by an alien. I think Saberwolf's crouching jab is +2 on block.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. It's his best move. And it's long. You can chain into it. It's very, very, very good.
At least it's not like a 3 frame. At least it's not 3 frames.
Yeah, it's not as fast, but it's super good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Godspeed showing us why Glacius can do well in this matchup. You just got to play very smart.
Good stuff right there.
Shoves his big alien hand into a dog's face. Stop it.
Oh, nice stuff.
This is the manual. That was opener to ender.
Yeah, I was. Oh, nice.
But I think it might have been a. There's a lot of counter break setups.
It's a very quick like opener ender. It's hard. It's a little bit hard to react to because once you get into the ground bounce, you can't exactly combo break.
There was this thing I came up with for the first month. I'm like, wow, that's almost broken. And you do opener to ender with Glacius, but the ender has to be the ground bounce.
Yeah.
You ground bounce them up, and then almost within like a couple of frames, you can do back heavy punch with Glacius.
Okay.
So if somebody realizes, hey, you did opener to ender, I'm going to break that. Well, by the time you try to break it, he's in a counter break setup. So you're already getting eaten on the juggle part. It's a little brutal.
Oh, you could.
Godspeed showing a very good.
Oh,
what the hell? Nobody. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Pops instinct. Oh, and he gets it. Okay, he's gonna build his much meter. Nope. So yeah, like there's just some crazy things like that can happen with Glacius as far as setups go.
Dizzy, I'm assuming, would definitely want to wait until this next life bar, or at least to get Godspeed out of this life bar to pop his instinct.
Yeah, it could be risky because he's gonna risk the fact that he's gonna wait for a chance.
There we go.
Godspeed made a guess and didn't get it.
Does not end the combo in order to give your opponent more instinct meter.
Well, this makes me want to play Killer Instinct really bad. Like I haven't had the chance to play since like a week and a half ago, and it's so much fun. Like this game is so much fun. Only when you win. Only when you win. If you lose, you just feel like you've been mind gamed to hell. GGA Dizzy doing very good right now. Oh, great reaction. It lands a manual overpower. That is tough to do. And check out the damage. No scaling. No damage scaling, 53%.
Wow.
Great stuff from Dizzy.
He didn't have instinct on.
He didn't. The thing is, he opened... Saberwolf's an interesting character. I played him a lot, and I learned a lot about him. He's challenging because the majority of the time you start combos with Saberwolf, what buttons are being pressed? Lights or mediums, and they heavily scale the beginning of the combo. So even with a shadow move, you get maybe 40, 45%. However, what GGA Dizzy just did to win that match was showed us that he started the combo with a shadow move, so that's no damage scaling yet and a good 10% already. And then went into Overpower. Once again, Overpower is back heavy punch, a heavy attack, no damage scaling yet. And then until the next attack after, damage scaling is going to incur, but he's doing like heavies and stuff like that. So it's just, the damage is just already at 25%, and he hasn't even done any meat of the combo yet.
Yeah.
So when you cash all that out, all of a sudden, whoosh, 50%. Just one shadow move maybe, and you're totally done.
I've seen that overpower manual only done by Rich.
Yes.
I haven't seen anyone else do that.
It's tough because if you don't charge it to a certain amount, you can't just do back heavy punch. It actually has to be a little bit charged.
It has to be like
a frame or two charged.
Yeah, that has to be. But oh my goodness.
Overpowered was one of, for a long time I thought it was one of Saberwolf's worst moves. I thought it was like every character's got to have a useless move. Like, got to have one that you don't ever use.
That thing's positive no matter what.
And then you start using it, and it's like, oh my god, it's Frame Trap City. Like, wow, this thing is really good. So 8-Bit Villain jumping on right now. 8-Bit Villain actually frequents my streams quite a bit. It's good to see him out here. And we got Keytro on player 2. A Orchid Mirror.
Another Michigan native, 8-Bit Villain.
Orchid's popular in the Midwest. I like this. Let's go. No cross up.
Good punish right there on the overhead. Tried to manual it, looked like, in my opinion. Good manual right there.
Interesting. Only 26% damage. I think Uppercat might be a slightly better one.
Good grab. Sends Keytro back into the corner. Keytro sticking in the corner right now.
Short lockout.
Ground bound. Ooh, good tech.
That's another one of the new metas of the game, is that you put somebody into a wall bounce ender, and do you throw them or do you neutral jump and punish the throw?
You know, an interesting thing that I usually don't see often is going for a relatively short combo in the corner, and then you go for a ground bounce and then you start another combo.
Yes, like into an overhead or something like that, something that happens very fast. The only time you have to react is just a jump or uppercut.
That's interesting.
Cats everywhere! Ought to have been a cute combo. I saw what he was trying to do.
Cats. Oh wow, he grabbed him.
Threw her out right before and puts a taunt in there for good measure. Keytro feeling himself right now.
Oh. Wow, that was just a tad bit far.
Crouching short into full confirmed combo.
Maybe Villain getting out of there with the slide. Calls in the cat.
Flies through the cat. Yes, it does have projectile invincibility. Buster's up through it, and we're about even on the final round. 8-Bit Villain can do this.
He could maybe get another instinct meter, provided he combo breaks.
Oh, that's what he needed, and sadly he ended the combo slightly early. Whoa, buddy! A lot of risks being taken here. That lower overhead is indeed unsafe.
Oh, you could have broken that. You could have broken that heavy. Oh, good 50% count. Whoa.
Did the meaty slide, yeah. It's risky, but 8-Bit Villain, like we just said, makes his way all the way back and takes it with Orchid. Keytro didn't taunt at the end of that one.
Nah.
There was no more taunting. It didn't happen.
I'll tell you what. This is probably the hypest stage. ever.
You like this stage?
I love this stage. The beginning part.
Is it the music?
Yeah, the music during the intros. I mean, it's just so sinister. Shout out to Mick Gordon.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I love it too. It's the music on this stage is my favorite thing. I like this stage because it reminds me of Terminator 2 and the end of Aliens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like in comparison to some other stages, not a lot happens. You know, a lot of the stages have like a lot of stuff everywhere and everything.
Yeah.
Like Spinal Stage is freaking amazing.
Yep. Swedish Choir in that one.
Yeah, Swedish Choir in that one. Hey, it's so good. But in consideration of the music, yeah, I can't believe Mick Gordon did as good a job he did. About even still, 8-bit villain and Kitro.
Oh, good use of the slide right there. Combo breaks it.
That's gonna hit. That uppercut is one of the only moves that autocorrects every time if you cross up.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. If you try to cross up Orchid and she has meter, she can always do something about it. Isn't that weird? It'll always cross up. It's just something they gave her that not a lot of people could discover for a while.
A lot of DP and going, ooh, good overheat. Does not get into the combo though.
That'll kill. Yes, it does. 8-bit villain only down by about 20%. Where's the... I want Kitro to taunt. I want Kitro to taunt. Oh, the meaty slide again! It's like she just screaming, "Coming through!" She just flies right in.
Villain could have ended that combo a little bit earlier. It gets a little bit more in.
No, you don't want to be on a subway with Orchid because she'll run from the back to the front and just not give a crap. She's screaming, coming through.
This is gonna hurt.
God, 8-bit villain.
46. Good grab sends 8-bit villain. Whips the D. Or I'm sorry.
Making Kitro very nervous about his decisions right now.
Another DP.
Here we go.
That was an overhead, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. This is crazy. This is almost going too fast, and the colors are so similar on this stage.
Stuff.
8-bit villain. Oh, a super preemptive counter breaker. Opener to ender. Kitro breaks it. Lands the jump in. I think there was a manual in there. I think there was a jump in. Oh, it's still gonna hit. The scramble is real. 8-bit villain can still take this. That's it! That's it! Oh! He did the wrong one! He didn't hit Ultra! Uppercuts it through! Kitro goes for the... Oh, and she's flying to the opposite side! And he still dropped it! It's not over! Freaking 8-bit villain takes it! Kitro can't believe it.
Wow.
Can't believe it. That went in 12 different directions in the span of 3.5 seconds.
No kidding. There's so many times where either player could have Ultra, and they didn't until... Oh my god.
Okay, let's just watch this again. Oh, it's just the Ultra part. It's okay, it's okay.
God.
I wanted to see how many times somebody screwed up. Like, and within the scramble that is the last, like, 20% life, which is Ultra periods in Killer Instinct, the craziest of stuff happens. Like, everyone forgets how to play the game, or everyone becomes amazing at the game, all at the same time.
Yeah.
It is insane. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Of course, we're streaming live on Twitch right now. Go Turbo for $8.99 a month, or not. But you do get NO ads and
also
stuff like that.
Also brought to you by CyberPower. Next gen backup power. Game on.
UFGT becoming one of the bigger tournaments now. Got a lot of sponsors, of course, One Frame Link everywhere right now. New tech developing for the fighting game community between social media, event maps, and video searching. Check them out at oneframelink.com.
Also brought to you by arcadeshock.com for all your arcade needs.
I need to hit those guys up because I need some sticks for my Killer Instinct arcade cabinet. Like, I really do.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've got these...
How is that going, by the way?
It took a complete stop only because I wasn't happy with the sticks I had. Like, I bought a couple of new arcade sticks, like American style, right? I didn't want to put Japanese sticks into a Killer Instinct cabinet.
America.
Which is really funny because it's a game made by the British. So...
Yeah, that's right, Rare.
Rare
is British.
They're super British. But at the same time, there's weird things on these, like, competition joysticks I had. They don't understand diagonals very well, so it's kind of hard to do fireballs, and I'm just like, I don't like this at all. I gotta find, I'd rather pay like maybe 15 to 30 bucks more for just a really good stick.
So, Killer Instinct back in the day had significantly different inputs than what they are now.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, I'm actually gonna say it's kind of a nice thing about Killer Instinct and why it's kind of appealed to a pretty big audience outside of just hardcore players.
Yeah.
Jumping into this game is easy because they take out super hard execution from your hands, and they focus more on the mind games as far as how much you know and understand.
Yeah.
So, that's a good thing. The hardest thing you're going to find in this game is a fireball back, forward, or something like that, or a dragon punch motion. Like, it's literally it. But here we go. I can't believe we're seeing this again.
Are we in button checks?
No, these guys are squaring off right now. There's way too much patience for a button check. PR Balrog breaking the hell out of that one. 8-bit villain is rocking Gears of War Orchid.
Good overhead. Another overhead.
Why did that blow out?
Interesting.
Weird thing. Yeah, it might have been a bug. He all he did was opener, overhead, and it went to 120.
Yeah, you're right.
It should have been like maybe 50 or 30. Either way. Get the hell out of there. Well, there's a good use for it.
Yeah,
Escape.
That's true. That's
But
true.
the thing is,
you're in the corner though.
Exactly. You could still do the uppercut, and it'll just go whatever direction.
You're a Balrog going in right now with his Orchid.
8-bit villain. 8-bit villain's pretty good with Orchid, but PR Balrog has not stopped. Like from this game coming out, he's been playing this character the whole time. Through strifes and challenges and not knowing if she's very good or not.
I think he's still waiting for TJ combo.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of us are waiting for TJ combo and all the season 1 characters to make a return.
Myself included.
Heavies lands the hell out of it. You know what? If I was Ed up there, I'd have figured, well, I've got like 10% health up. Why not? Well, I'm just crap. It was a terrible decision.
Oh,
lands the jump in.
With the overhead.
Sadly, does not get the linker. Frame trap once again, gets a short.
That combo? Another block string right now.
Indeed, 8-bit villain is stuck. He cannot even...
That's an opener
to ender.
Balrog.
8-bit villain's been getting a lot of those opener to enders.
8-bit Balrog.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Character selects right through that shit. Not gonna have none of it. There we go. I'm pretty sure that was a match, yeah. 8-bit villain quit out because he was dead.
Oh, you ultra'd right there?
Yeah.
Alright. Charge. Ooh,
it was way too serious to not be a match.
Positive.
Goes for the overhead that time, lands it.
Wow!
It's only 20%, but it's not bad.
No, not
Puts
at all.
fear into your opponent's heart of what you're capable of, just like this.
This is gonna hurt so much.
You know what?
Goes for a wall bounce center.
What's interesting is that the colors have switched.
Sends himself right into the floor with Balrog. Is able to break out of the Fire Cat. Ooh, good cross up. Wow. Balrog's manuals improved to what?
Yeah. What's funny is that I thought PR was the Peach Orchid.
Yeah.
But he's not, because he actually usually picks that character. He's actually Cyber Orchid.
If a villain cannot afford to do unsafe things such as that Fire Cat. Charge. Ooh, wow. That was
Shadow Cat. Good damage. Right into the mediums and they get broken on the end, yeah.
Was unable to connect that manual due to the distance. Raw instinct?
Take down. Kind of feel like he needs to do something right now, right?
That was interesting. Got a DP into a, canceled into a Fire Cat. Oh, makes himself safe with
Cat
the Fire
protection, that insurance policy.
For all your protection needs, Fire Cat. The cat you can trust.
We don't trust Geico in the future, we just trust Ultra Tech. And wow, PR Balrog takes that convincingly. Good games, guys.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
So PR already in losers, and look how fast we've just started the Killer Instinct tournament. And there's a lot of people in this tournament. Hitbox Godspeed and PR Balrog are already in losers, and they're fighting each other.
Indeed.
It's getting a little nuts in here.
Have they played each other? Oh wait, yes, they have played each other over at SoCal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say maybe PR Balrog won last time. Yeah, only because, to be honest, in SoCal, most of the experience Godspeed has with this game is playing the game throughout our weekly tournaments. And there are very few Orchid players outside of, I think, Pretty E, who is now a consistent Orchid player that's been showing up to the last few tournaments. And he's really good. Like, he's been online with Orchid forever, you know?
He has a Spinal, too.
Yeah, does he play Spinal every time now?
He has a very scary Spinal. The last run back, I believe, he really took it demise.
Nice, nice.
Hey guys, we had a pretty small bracket for this particular pool, so this is going to be the last match for this pool. I'll see if we can get some more KI next.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I'll let me play video games and I will. Oh my god.
It'll be the next pool will not start until 5 p.m. Central, but we will keep the KI rolling.
Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of lax time after this, but right now, Godspeed and Balrog are going at it. With the shadow counter.
Breaks the manual.
Combo breaks the hell out of her 80s exercising butt.
That exercise is good, man. It makes me feel like she's part of Eric Fry's Call on Me video or something.
Almost looked like a reset from Godspeed. And Godspeed's doing. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Balrog's doing pretty dang good right now.
Oh,
Catches her in the
catches
slide.
slide.
It's just see, the thing is, we're talking about that slide thing. Every time he chooses to use it, he gets punished for it.
Right?
So he just, most of the time, when he's thinking really hard about it, doesn't use it. Unless there's cats to follow you up.
Does a DP.
Makes the DP safe.
Ooh, that is definitely unsafe. Goes for the overhead. Good stuff on the counter hit.
If he just ends this, that's it. Godspeed.
Uh-oh.
It's not going to win the video game this time. Here we go.
Balrog is so focused right now.
Balrog is just one flush closer to stepping out Ultra Tech. We are almost there, guys. Don't worry.
You have to fight Alien first, though.
Exactly.
That T-1000 Alien. Oh wow.
Godspeed got the manuals now. Good to see. He was last time we were at the run back. He's like, I'm gonna do only manuals tonight. Of course, he didn't only do manuals that night. But he still beat me.
Wow. Good use of the Shadow Hill right there.
Oh, coming through. So maybe Balrog has found a use for the
reset.
slide outside of just basic stuff. Maybe it's a very character-specific thing.
No,
Oh, shadow counters through the crouching light kick. I like it.
The crowd over there. Good break right there. Good overhead. Good overhead right there again.
PR Balrog looking at me. You know what? I think the Xbox One had a little bit of slowdown. I think what we saw on the screen was actually not a stream thing. Okay,
right.
Gotcha. Yeah, because Dustin had this really disappointed look on his face after he tried to get the manual and the game kind of like stuttered for a sec. And PR Balrog was like, just taking his opportunity and was like, alright, okay, we're just going to accept that happened.
Good manual right there in the overhead.
Okay, Godspeed's still doing pretty good, despite natural disasters happening right in front of him.
Good connect on the low.
Good two shadow combo, two shadow shatter. I hate saying that.
Tongue twister, right?
Shadow shatter.
Again.
Hero Balrog misses his manual. Take that. Oh, it's blown out. Godspeed's gonna recover all of that health. Balrog chooses to break the riskiest of things.
He's been breaking very early. I'm kind of surprised I haven't.
Oh my God, where's he gonna go? Goes low.
Good.
Dude, he made it out of there not dead. I'm shocked.
Another
PR Balrog
counter
did throw out a button, and that's going to be it. Godspeed is going to take this game. We're going to go into game 3. See, Godspeed coming back despite a natural Microsoft like disasters happening in front of us. There is a disaster in that system right now, and he's going to make it through.
Goes for 2 grabs right now. Balrog going in. Goes for the overhead. Goes low. Does not connect it with the special. A lot of jumping.
Wow, good stuff.
Tries to go for the setup after a combo breaker.
Wow, and VR Balrog's going to take a lot of damage right here.
This is going to hurt. Yep. No! He was able to recover in time.
Oh, just too early. Tries to get the manual, barely misses it.
At least he's not that good in the corner. Oh, good low. Good overhead.
Mediums, heavies.
Alright, first round goes to Balrog.
It's looking pretty good right now.
Indeed.
All or nothing for Godspeed at the moment.
Good DP on the lance.
Overhead.
Now I see Balrog doing the slide a little bit more, probably because he's safe because of the cat.
I think in this matchup specifically, he uses it a lot.
Yeah?
Because he's using it way more than
Go
usual.
under the lance?
Yeah, because it goes under lance. The only thing that can really catch you is if he blocks it and maybe shatter on the way in.
Another whipped grab.
Ed's still looking pretty confident, as he should be. He's up by about 75%.
Left on his instinct. Good jump.
Oh, that could possibly be it. The instinct is now gone. No. Shadow counters through it. That's going to be Ultra. And good games to Godspeed and Ed. A great conclusion to the loser's end of this bracket. And Ed is going to continue on. I think he might be just confirmed for top 8 at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, that pretty much concerns you top 8. Unless we have one more match. I think that might have been it.
I
believe that's it.
Okay.
If I think we're gonna do a restart on the Xbox One.
Yes,
just to
please.
Be safe. And then Max, you wanna maybe do like a casual Kumite?
I would love to get my butt kicked on
Alright.
stage, on stream. Yes, let's go.
All right, guys, we're gonna restart the console, and we'll be back up with some casual matches here pretty shortly.